Alrighty, good Sunday evening, Sunday afternoon, whatever it is for you. I've been playing around and changed a few things and setting a few things up and said, you know what the heck? Let's do a quick little live stream to test everything live. I've kind of tested it all on my end, so the look and the feel and the background imagery and all that is all new. Was playing around this weekend and, what the heck? Every once in a while, I got to do new things. I've got the old one still there. I made a few changes in there to some terminology. You will now see, of course, the most recent subscriber really can't come up with anything for that. But then we have, for the members, it is the most recent Safasian. For the biggest donor of all time, it is the Safasian Legend. And for the Stream Champion, what used to be Stream Champ is now the Supreme Safasian. Just trying something different. I don't know if those titles will stick, but for now, that's what they are. And howdy, Ice, howdy, Jason. Yeah, there'll be a few. I don't know how long this stream will be. I don't know all that I'm going to do, but we're going to play around with a few things, see how they work, test all my things that I had to rearrange and reorganize and set up. Who knows? It may stay. By the time you come back the next time, it may be something completely different. But I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. I hope you watch the Masters. Heck of a tournament. Kind of glad Rory won. He's not my favorite out there, but, the emotion that he showed, you can't get anything more genuine than that after he won it. So very, very pleased there. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think of these screens. Tried to make it with more of, kind of the old guy vibe here. An old 80s arcade game vibe. It was kind of what I was looking at and what I was going for. Does it work? Does it not work for you? Let me know. Be glad to do it. I've got, what I'm planning here is I'm going to have a couple different ones of these. I'm working on, kind of expanding my programming ability. So that I can have multiple different layouts and then I can shift between them fairly quickly and fairly easily. But this is the first, I've got the other one. Hey, show, what's going on? First time being on a stream at this time. It's doing oof. Well, the old guy is in a little image there. I haven't figured out a way to make me look 8-bit yet. Oof, and I've got to adjust the chat window here. It's a little small. I don't think anybody could read that. Let me see if there's a way I can do that. Font size. There we go. Let's crank that sucker up a wee bit. It'll take a new chat message to actually see it. I'm going to take it up to there, and we'll see what we get. But what it was before was way too small. That's something I can't test on my own when I'm doing kind of little private streams and testing, make sure all my audio levels and things are set right. So let me know there. So anyway, what I can do is I can do this. If no one else is going to type, I can type. Let's see if I can read that when it comes up. Still a wee bit small and a little bit scrunched. Okay, let's make it bigger. Okay, let's see if that works. May have to revert some code back there. Just did your second epoch path. Was too happy when I got him to 30% forward by. Oh yeah. I got him down fairly quick and easy on a couple runs, but that's a little bit better. I still don't like it. I'm gonna have to play around with it. I don't know if I can change the font style or what, but take the font size up just a little bit more. We'll go to there, and then we're just going to call that a day. Okay. I don't know. Like I said, playing around. That is what I wanted to do today. Let's just do that. Give it a second here to get in the chat window. Good enough. Good enough. It looks a little scrunchy, but kind of keeps with the vibe. Why not? So yeah, we're going to do some Battlegrounds. We're going to do some playing around. I've got to kind of auto fight through a quest real quick to get my battle pass thingy done for the day. I've been playing around today with Scream since everybody laughed at my Scream gameplay earlier on my stream yesterday. I figured I'd actually learn to play her since she was in my deck. So we're going to try to learn to play her today. I put her back in the Battlegrounds deck. I did take her out yesterday afterwards, but we've got to learn them. We got to learn all the champions and kind of have fun and see what we can do. But we'll kind of run through this test or this quest real quick. Let me know volume-wise, my mic, game volume, things like that as we go as well, because I had to adjust all those. Really kind of built everything back from the ground up. I can go back to the old version fairly easily. Hey, Messiah, what's going on? Well, let's go. Sound is good? Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and I'm going to flip it over big screen so you can see that one as well. And there we go. Not a whole lot's changed here. I think I'm going to reduce the size of the camera box. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and do that right now. It's just a little bigger than I like. There we go. Yeah, you can still see everything. You can still see the animation and all on it. Just a little bit smaller. And really everything else stays about the same. So, rip, I like seeing your face. Well, you can still see it. I just wanted to make it a little bit smaller so you could see the a little bit of the power bar and things. Hey, Gary and howdy, Andy. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday. I think that's what this is. Looking at my game colors, they look a little different. Let's see if I can fix that. Capture method, we want that right there. Okay, that should fix it a little bit. I booed dislikes, so now that's out of the way. Things are good. Got done watching the Masters a little bit ago. Enjoyed it. I always enjoy watching the Masters. It's always nice to see somebody win that deserves it. And I think Rory, although not my favorite golfer, has definitely deserved it. It's Monday there. Well, I guess it is 5 hours later in England. So, yeah, Monday. Is it true about the rumor that I totally made up that Kabam is bringing I-Bomb to a 7-star to bring BG back? I would love that. I haven't heard from him in a while. He did do a post on the CCP forum not too long ago. He also posted a tweet, an X, whatever you want to call it. Let me fill the screen in here at least. Saying that, he had some personal things he was taking care of and that he would be back. So no time frame, nothing like that. I've talked to a few people that do know him personally and they've not heard either on when he's coming back. But he has said that he will be back. All right, I think that looks good enough. I made the boxes kind of over on the right-hand side where you see Lee's name and Kadia's name. Made those a little bit smaller. It's now easier to see the power meter on the defender side. Change the titles, and I think we're going to go there. I think that's it. And there we go. That's what I wanted to complete. I wanted to get that objective out of the way for the day. I-Bomb, I wanted to try him out in this actual BG meta. I think as a 7-star, he would do okay. As a 6-star, he didn't do that great. At least not for me. I did play off stream a little bit after yesterday's stream. I had to think when the last time I streamed was, and it was only yesterday. That's scary. So after the stream, I beat Daniel, because I ended after I beat whatever that guy's name is. Hate What You Can't Be, I think is what it says. Then I beat Daniel. Then I lost to Mad Cat. That wasn't even close. I gave up in round 3. And then beat, 2 other folks. So, we're doing okay. BG is good, living life, taking a break. Spoke with him that he's allowed a vacation. Oh, yeah. After 9-10 years or whatever it was that he did this straight, he is definitely allowed a break. I'm just hoping all is well with him and his wife. It's hard. He felt like part of our lives. He was there every night. For me, I woke up every morning to his, watching his live streams. He was one of the people that wanted me to get into this, made me want to get into it. He didn't talk to me personally. The only time I've ever really talked to him was a little bit, just a little bit of banter back and forth in his streams and in the CCP forum for a little bit. Because when I got there, shortly after I got there, he left. He took his break. So we'll be good to see him back. He is good for the community. He is good for the game. He is good for a little bit of everything. All right, let's go ahead and try a match. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm hoping I do okay. This was more to test other things out. iBomb as a 7-star would be great in my opinion. Maybe not BG's, but fun. Yeah, I still think, I still think he will be okay for BG's, depending on the meta. This one he would be okay in because he can stop that healing. Maybe what I wanted to test and really haven't been able to get, probably have to do it on a friendly somehow, is I don't know if he can reverse it. If he can get off like 2 or 3 special ones with a bunch of poisons on there, I don't know if that would reverse the healing. That's a rank 4, a Jack-o'-lantern. Trying to see if there's any other rank 4s kind of sneaking in there anywhere. Oh, who are we going to go? Let's put Piggy out there. I would normally go with Tuma, but we're trying to think of Acid Burn. Yeah, and they did kind of fix him or put a patch out there. Or say they were going to fix him. I can't remember what exactly it was, but they just announced it the other day. Remember watching him a lot of years ago with Seaton, and I quit the game for some years. They're kind of the Godfathers MC before you. And oh yeah, if it wasn't for Seaton, if it wasn't for Brian, I'm trying to think if there's any other. Dorky Diggity Dave. Those were the 3 that got me into this game and really made me want to play it. If it wasn't for those 3, I would have quit a long time ago. I never would have really stuck with it because I remember when I first picked it up, the first time I played it, which wasn't on this account, it was on my other account. Actually, my mini account was my first account. For the longest time, I was trying to control the character on the right side of the screen, not the one on the left. It made it really hard to play that way. Ugh. Don't really like this draft. You know what? We're going to go there. So yeah, I remember sitting there focusing on the right side of the screen, trying to control it, and just struggling. It was fun. But then I picked it back up and was like, hold it, it's the guy on the left. I thought it was always the guy on the right I was controlling. And, you can ask my son who's here in the chat. I've always been a little backwards. Hey, Nathan. Yeah, it's fun. One thing, I did put out a post to the members. Those that are members saw it. I am on Tuesday, hopefully afternoons, going to start up something a little bit new. It's not going to be MCOC. It's still going to be mobile games. I'm going to take suggestions from members of new games to try out on the stream. And if they don't have one, I may just look for one and come up with something. But the plan is to just kind of spend an hour or two playing something different and trying to see if I get a feel for it, if I like it. Okay, this hasn't gone well. Let's do that. I don't know why I'm having trouble hitting this guy. And of course, he's got... Fortunately, I don't take a whole lot of degen. This is just going to be slow. Not gone very well. But you know what? Maybe well enough. Hey, Emmett, what's going on, man? Yeah, you know, I want to do, you know, I did wake up with WoW, wake up with World of Warcraft for a long time. I'm not worried about viewers or anything like that, as much, you know, views and all that type of stuff. I just kind of got burnt out playing World of Warcraft. I want to try and just try something new. Just do, you know, may try, what is it? There's a DC Legends or something out there. You know, a couple Dragon Ball Z games. You know, just something different, just to play around. See what we like, see what we don't like. You know, part of it is, if you've got a favorite game, let me know. We can try it on stream, and we can just kind of play around and see how it goes, and you know what people think. We're gonna go Serpent here. This could be really bad and be really dumb. If League of Legends mobile? Clash of Clans. I played that for a long time. I was afraid of what just happened right there. Which it builds up his prowess. Yep, I'm going to have to dex an unblockable special too. Or maybe not. Ah. Just get rooted. Oh, I guess it won't be unblockable because of the fear. I don't think I win this. All right. Well, now. Yeah, I remember that so Wild Rift is, which is basically, okay, I'll have to take a look at it. Reaper, well, Gramps, I got good news and bad news about my contest-related shenanigans today. Good news, I got a great incursions run going. Bad news is I got roadblock. Nothing worse than tunnel vision. Yeah, they get special one happy. Okay. Let's hope we can do this fight. Come on. I screwed up. I got greedy trying to go for a big special 2. I should have just stuck with special 1s. They are going to do good enough. Okay, that should be, I think, good enough. All right. There's also a TFT, which is PC and mobile one of Jonah. Okay. Text them to me. Not right now, but text them to me and I'll look at them. That's a good way to start off. But you know what that means. From here on, it goes downhill. You know, hold it. I got to see if these work. Oops, I've got to adjust this placement on that one since I moved my window, but there we go. Hey, King. J. Will. What's going on? Made it to 15 first try with Medusa and Kush. I'm going to be doing those runs. I think this is probably one of my last Battleground streams on this account. I've got to do my mini. We're going to have 9.2. I've got a bunch of other stuff I've got to do. So where does that put me in the M2 rankings? Ooh. 1 win away. I hate this. I hate this. The nerves, I start shaking. So yeah, I'll have to make some adjustments now that I moved and shrunk my window. But I think everything else, the only thing that I changed just all the scenery, all the, kind of where the fonts are a little bit different. The boxes of things are a little bit different. You mind if I send you the nodes on this Professor X? No, put them in here. Put them in here. There are some smart people in here. And then there's me. So yeah, send them on over. Put them in the chat. Let everybody know what the nodes are. Let them know who your champions that you've got in there with you are. And we'll go from there, and we'll see if there's anything anybody can kind of come up with that will help you. I don't know who let's get rid of that guy. We'll kind of brainstorm it all together if you get it all in there. What the nodes are, what champions you have, and I know you're fighting a Professor X, so. The other champion I want to try that I'm afraid to put in there in a match, to be honest with you, is Sandman. If he comes up again, I may take him because I want to try him. I really do. Salmon works but slower than leader. Cool. Yeah, I had a science 1 to 2 gem that I hadn't used and really didn't have anybody else, so I did take him up to rank 2 just to maybe play around with him. And I put Silk in my deck. I'm not sold on Silk in this meta. I've seen people use her and it go well. I end up staying too close to the defender with her, and I'm just afraid of the defender building up too many regens for it to be. Oh, you sent them on Discord? Okay, I will pull Discord up here in a second then, and we can take a look. Because I don't have Discord open. I do now. I will have to set that source up. That is one thing I did not do in this new setup, is I didn't set my sources. So we will do that. Let's go there. I was really trying to think who I wanted to use because I hate fighting Scream. I missed the timing. Okay, she's got her auto block up. Oh, that's always nice to get that right. Right when I tried to do the evade, did not realize the auto block would affect that. And I did not see she had it up there. So like I said, just go away, you stupid little... I can't touch her right now. I can't believe I'm going to lose a round to Scream. Maybe I won't. We've built back up to full, which is why I was throwing those special ones. So the full health bar will help. But I don't know if it's enough. No, it's not anywhere close to enough. Hey, Lee, hold it. Got to test something. Hey, those work here. Hey, and I'm up with the gifted. Thank you, Lee. Well, now we're in a little bit of trouble here. Okay. Let's focus here. This should be a win. It's just Juggy. I say that. And watch. I'll get caught. Oh, Mystic Dispersion may hurt me. Well, we'll find out. Yep. I don't understand this. Sometimes there is no problem using her with Mystic Dispersion. Other times, you get that. I thought her signature ability prevented the Mystic Dispersion. Oh, this is a loss. I should have gone silk. I'm not even going to stick around. Okay, somebody tell me when that's, and I'm gonna set up while I set up the sources here to view. Okay, so here's Reaper's issue. This is what the nodes are. Power Focus 2, Startling Specials. If the last hit of the defender's special makes contact, 60% of the attacker's max power is passively drained. Tunnel Vision. Same action twice in a row. Okay. One eye open, so you can't really... Oof. Yeah, you're going to have to... What you'd have to do is bait heavies and then do medium light. But if he hits into your block more than once, it's the same action. That's a tough one. That is tough. And who are the champions you've got? Yeah, you're going to have to bait heavies. It's going to be slow. It's going to be painful, and probably take a couple revives if you've got them. I mean, you're going to have to bait heavy and then do medium light, back away. Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough node combination, especially with Professor X and him going, his own falter that he puts out there. That's going to be a toughie. Well, I made two poor choices on who to use in that last round. Have Purgatory, Dust, and Box. Well, Box won't work very well because what will happen, we're going to go there. Because what will happen with him is you'll put the debuffs on, but with Mighty Charge, they'll be removed. Dust. Dust or Purgatory would be the two. Just trying to think. Yeah, the way I would go about it is I would bait heavies, medium light, and hope and pray. I hate telling you that's as a tactic, but it's about what it comes down to. Man, that's a murderer's row of defenders there. Had a horrible tilt today, slid right into Celestial 6 and then went and lost 6 in a row. Oof. Yeah, not having a good start here, unfortunately. Well, I'm 1-1. I'm not going to stream real long. If I get back up over 200 points, I may end this stream. Or at least end what I'm doing here. Not end the stream, but end what I'm working on. We may jump over to the mini account. Let's go here to start us off. Okay, he's got Sassy. We're going to go there. And I'm still looking for somebody to tell me on Okoye. I was thinking her signature ability shut off Mystic Dispersion. Or what am I doing wrong in those fights that her buffs are driving Mystic Dispersion crazy? I want to throw that quick. That way I'm out of range. And he can get rooted. And I can do this. I thought I got the parry in there. I did not. Come on, throw it. Oops, I was too far away. Okay, I need to get to a special 2. I need you to throw. I didn't time it right there either. That helps that he went into Wrath right there. Really? I've not seen anybody able to do that. Holy crud. Just finished Thronebreaker, EQ, and Paragauntlet. I may do those eventually. Yeah, the price of healing is absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to agree with you there completely. This is a loss. I mean, I didn't have anything. There's nothing I can do. We'll play it out, but there's nothing I can do. That leader, if that is not a 40-second fight, I will eat my hat. And I missed the decks there somehow. I had to wait for that healing to go. Would you move away from me? Really? Yeah. Look at that. It was a 40-second fight, like I said.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Void would be slow. Void will work. Void would be slow. It's the other Reaper. Not the only time. It'll be one of the few. I'm still upset over that Okoye fight. Just get everybody I hate fighting. That's fine.
Why? 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 Why?
Did you ever have one of those days when you started up a stream because you had a little bit of time and you thought, you know, hey, this sounds like a good idea. And then you start streaming and you realize, you know what? This was a crappy idea. Jeez. Hey, Kurt, I don't know if I said hi to you earlier. Howdy. Looks like I'm going to be building up again after the stream is through. Okay, that's all I wanted to have happen right there. That's all I wanted. Didn't want to fight him. I didn't have anybody for him. Didn't have anybody for Korg. Hey, Larry, thank you, sir. Let me do a little bit of this. I don't think I'm going to get through his rock stacks. Hey, we got through him. Got through him again. Ah, lost all my... This has got to kill. Didn't kill. Hey, Larry with a second one. No messages. Oh, it didn't kill. Yeah. All right. Now I have no chance. So, it's fun. So that's 3 in a row. Why do I do this on stream? Every time I do this on stream, we'll lose 3 in a row. Tried to revive 3 times, including once before. I asked about Professor X and dropped a whole night. Sometimes, unfortunately, it's just not meant to be. It's kind of like my Battleground stream tonight. Sometimes it's just not meant to be. Oh, you had to get 10 charges right as I was building up to that, huh? Why no heavies in there? 75 hits without throwing a heavy. How did you send those over? Let me see how they came. Because it's not showing up as a normal super chat, but let me see if I can get it up there. Give me 1 second. It's supposed to be automated. That's not it. And let's see if it came through as a tip. No. May have to override it. Yeah, it's not. Did you do it through? I don't know what that number is. Session top super chatter. There's the gift. That one's showing up. Yeah, Larry. How did you send the payment? Was it through the PayPal link or was it through? Oh, yeah. Super stickers don't show up that way. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'll have to manually add it. Let me fix something here. Let me put this back to what I had. There it is. That is back to what we had, and I'll just have to enter it as text since it was a sticker. Dun, 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 text. There we go. Let's add a new source. Top sticker. Add source. Copy that. Unfortunately, when I have to do it manual, you hear me work through everything. There it is, and then we'll move it here in a second. I wanted to make it look the same as the other ones. There we are. Whoops, one font size bigger. Done. All right, now let's also fix this. That's 3.98. There we go. You're up there now. Sorry, the stickers aren't automated. YouTube hasn't set up anything that I can find that automates those. All right, let's get some wins going. This is why I don't stream on Sundays, typically. If I wasn't trying new stuff out and apparently breaking things as well, I wouldn't be doing this. That's terrible. I hadn't won a match and didn't even win a round in any of those. You're back now anyway. Good. Don't go away on my streams. I start losing when you go away. I need my people here. Hey, Juan Valdez. Welcome. Let's see, what coffee was that? That was Juan Valdez. Was it, oh, I'm not a coffee drinker, so I can't think of the name of it right at the moment. Folgers, was it? No. Versus Alden? Oh, great. You had to tell me, huh? Yeah, it was Colombian coffee. Was it just in general, kind of generic Colombian coffee, or was there a brand that went along with it? I was thinking there was a brand, like a name brand that went with it, but it could have just been Colombian coffee. Okay. Hey, Lambarger, what's going on? It's been a long time since I've heard those commercials and all that, so. And we are going to try Sandman. I'm thinking there may be a point in time where we have to use Sandman. You know what? Yeah, we're going to go there. I like Guardian better for Domino. He also will work for that Sinister. So will Popper Man there will work for Sinister. So he's a symbol for all. Okay, thank you, Heinz. I could have Googled it, but got screwed by Mangog with power from afar. Connection. Oof. That's a roughie there too. And gentle. Wanted to go Okoye there. I'm gun shy on Okoye. After that stupid Juggy, I'm gun shy. I want to pull up her kit. I could have sworn the awakened ability was all about turning off. I don't know who to use here. So we're going to do this. I know on the 15th hit, I think I've got to stun him and hit him on the 15th. I knew he was going unstoppable. He worked okay. So I guess it is the only way to take care of that 15th hit is you got to stun him, hit him for the 15th time, then he goes unblockable, or have a slow. I could have gone to a special 2, but there wasn't any way I was going to try and do that, I don't think. So that works. That worked. Wasn't my best work, but that worked. Okay. Now we just have to win one more. And I'm thinking about putting some sig stones into Photon. Mine doesn't do as well as others do against me, I don't think. This is the one I'm a little bit worried about. Good counter for her, but that doesn't necessarily translate into much. Because, you know, crit fail every 3 seconds is so much fun. And her not moving when I was rooted and standing right there beside me the entire time is even more fun. There was supposed to be a 5th hit in there. How did I get rooted? And that's it. And I'm rooted back there. See, other people take my domino so easy. But you know what?
PPAP.
Hey, Max, what's going on? Well, Cyber, sometimes you just have a bad draft and you play poorly. You know, that I didn't have much of a shot on. I didn't have anybody for cord. Dust was about the best I could do. And that one, you know, it happens. You must stop the SP1. Oh, the way you gain power faster, you receive practically no damage because it has block. Not sure what you're talking about there, Max. Yeah, kind of just as I planned it. You know, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Hey, give me a few minutes. I got time for maybe one more match. Actually, since I won that, we're going to call it there. I said a short stream. It's about an hour. Sorry, wife just got home. She got home about 30 minutes earlier. I'm playing with kids. I used a Koya with hemostatic charge popcorn. Yeah. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm just going to go out here and see if anybody's streaming. AP Waves is actually doing some MCOC. Let's go say hi to AP. Sorry, I would stick around a little bit longer. But let's see. Him know your deck and your... Yeah, you know, it is. It just is what it is. You know, I'm not worried about it. I don't take it too bad. What I was doing tonight was just trying out some new stream settings. I hope you like them. You know, there's a couple new transitions and all that. But there's AP's stream. Give him a good old safe Aussie raid. Go support AP. He could like it. And I think that's going to do it. And until tomorrow, I hope everybody has a great what's left of your weekend. And take care all.